I love wasting time, and I also love completing every Pokemon game I've ever played. But somehow I didn't complete a game called Pokémon Conquest, for reasons. So if I wanted to keep my perfect record going, I was going to have to beat the game. And how do you do that, you may ask? Well, honestly, I don't know. The game isn't really clear on what beating the game is or how you even do it. And even how you deal damage in the game isn't really clear. On the bright side of things, though, the game does end eventually, I think. But with nothing else left to say, we start our adventure in the great country of Ransei. So nothing's more beautiful than feudal Japan in Pokemon. You know, we got like... What happened in feudal Japan anyways? We had like murder, assassinations, which was just another form of murder, poisoning people, which is just another form of murder, Pokemon manslaughter, which is just another form of murder, and murder. That's great. Love feudal Japan. Easing into the flow of the game, there are all the usual steps that you have to take on your Pokemon journey. Picking your gender and deciding which starter you want to take, and a rival that just wants to be friends. Oh, but on the bright side of things, there still is family issues, as well as other things such as who are all these side characters, what are their purposes, what is the point of the story, is there even story, what is there to talk about? There's rocks falling from the sky, there's sky hazards. Yeah, that's right, every map has more detail than the story itself. There's spring traps, there's normal traps, hell, there's even water that you can't walk on and other Pokemon can walk on. There's more detail in that than the entire game itself. Now with that being said, let's talk about how the mechanics of this game work. It's a turn-based game where you can move your Pokemon within a set number of spaces and where you can attack or wait. Waiting is just what it seems like, but attacking is a little bit more complicated. Let's just say you have a move that's 100% accurate and does 90 damage. Seems easy enough, right? Well, that's until you incorporate the hidden stat gambling. Let's say you get a low roll, and all of a sudden that same move you just had is 80% accurate and does 50 damage. Oh, but we aren't done yet. Is it super effective? Is it stab? Where are you fighting? Is your Pokemon happy, depressed? Are you having a good link with it? And all this combines for maybe, if you hit it, measly 20 damage. Okay, so now that we've covered all that, or not, I really don't know. Let's get into the story. To help you understand better, I'm use random Disney movies. First up, we have Mulan, a young girl who's going against societal norms and fighting for her country while making friends along the way and facing foes. And just like Mulan, we have an annoying sidekick that we have to take everywhere, but with none of the benefits. From what I understand, where we currently are right now is Route 1 to Gym 1, maybe? I don't know, but like, I'm assuming the next area we go to is Gym 4? Semantics aside, we have a new story to talk about, a new Disney story. This one, we have a young girl, brave, and fighting for what she believes in, but this time, she's ginger. I'm of course talking about the movie Brave, and just like she hates her mother and wanted to turn her into a bear, I would do anything to turn my rival into a horse so she can carry any amount of weight on this team.
Really? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
By the end of this section, something strange happened. My human's evolving. My human is evolving. Oh my gosh.
Zato 1 is now Zato 2.
It's Zato 2. She
got gonna turn to the Zato Z.
She has a ribbon now, bro. She's so much better.
Now she's gonna turn to the Zato Z.
Whoa,
after
this
2.
surge of power, bro.
The surge of power.
Bro,
this ribbon
like,
is giving you 20
like,
times
dude,
more strength.
like, you transform, bro. She got a ribbon, dude. Calm down.
Hey, bro. Don't be dissing the ribbon transformation. Sailor Moon did it.
Yes, you heard me right. We evolved. How does it work? Can I do it again? I don't know. And let's just see what Reddit has to say. Huh. They don't know either. Something else also happened. My Piplup evolved into a Primplup. How? I don't know, and I've realized I keep asking this question again and again. When will I know? Well, we are less than halfway into the story, and there are more questions than answers. And I just can't tell if it's because the fan base for this game is non-existent, or if it's because the game was rushed, because it was released with another game that was forgotten as well. God, this is a mess. Anyway, Section 3 is just one fight about 2 rivals that are so deep in the closet, they might as well have gone through the wall. And you know what's so ironic about this entire thing is that once you beat one of them, the other one just comes over and decides to join your team. Isn't that just convenient? Besides that, each of them have a fully evolved Pokemon, one being a Rhyperior and the other one being a Gallade. This kinda looks weird because we're about halfway through the game and right now we have a Rhyperior standing next to a Charmander. I mean, Ash would be proud at least. The next 3 sections are gonna be lumped into what I like to call Snow White and the 7 Nobunaga Simps, where Nobunaga is Snow White and I'm the prince going on a mission to hit him right in the face with a big old hydro pump. Anyways, we're entering late game and there's no story and I am short on time, so you know what that means. Time to start explaining things for no reason. Let's break down the 7 simps. Let's start with Yuji Asu, aka Brad Pitt, if he was better. Because what's better than being a playboy, philanthropist, multi-millionaire, in love, you know, being a movie star? Well, being a rock type user, obviously silly. And that's it. Yeah, that's all for him. Wow. This is sad. Moving on, there was one thing I was looking forward to for this entire run. I couldn't wait to get a Zora. But before we could do that, we had to beat Kotaro, one of my favorite characters, an edgy emo person that loves dark types and has some stupid little traps. It's roulette time. What the hell is roulette time? You put me in a box? I'm in prison?
I got a link to the box.
There's RNG? Wait, what? Roulette time, don't be me. It's always me. Clearly always me.
152.
No, I don't.
You do.
Why is it always my Pokemon?
What?
It's always my Pokemon's getting fucking abducted. These traps had me playing GeoGuessr on where I was gonna land. Am I in Egypt now? Is that funny Valentine running for president against Trump and Biden? Like, where am I? We do eventually find our bearings and beat him, so I can finally get my Zora. Wait, what's this? I can only get Zora if I have Kotaro under my control. Well, that's a little bit of a problem, seeing as he went to go protect his little princess. And that means I can't get a Zora, so, well, fuck. Nene likes poison. Like, really likes poison. That's it. Masamune, a normal guy, but trying to be edgy on the outside, but deep down, he really just likes birds. Now that we're done with the lower level of the simps, let's get up to the higher level, starting with Iyasu, a steel type user. Let me just look at what my script says about him. Huh. It says here I really, emphasis on really, hate Empoleon.
Miss.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. That would do it. That would indeed do it. This, I'll be happy.
Miss.
Not only did you miss, Bodyguard would have saved him from taking a lot of damage. Wow. Poetic, honestly. I can sit here through
Miss.
Okay, or just miss. That's 3 and that's 3. That's 3 of like 5. Why? Just hit it. That's all you have to do. Thank you.
Miss.
Now you go up there. You missed. Let me just say I'm not surprised. They're playing patty cake, bro. They're playing patty cake with my Empoleon, bro. What is this? Back and forth, dude. Back and forth. You take him. No, you take him. No, you take him. No, you do. Hit this one attack.
Miss.
You hit this, right? Yeah, you Empoleon, you're like this. Please. Thank you, bro. Empoleon has like the worst accuracy move I've like ever seen in my entire life. I don't remember why I wrote this down, but I can only wonder what I did mean by that. More importantly, I just realized half my team still hasn't even evolved yet, so I did my research on the wiki and they maybe have an answer, maybe don't. From what I understand, certain Pokemon evolve at different times with different trainers, and some Pokemon don't evolve with certain trainers but do evolve with different ones. On top of that, some Pokemon evolve with a certain amount of stats. How do you know what your Pokemon stats are? I don't know! Speaking of no, a ghost type user, but you know her type, a crazy girl willing to do anything for the princess, and even kill for him. On top of possessed statues, you got a weird Friday night on your hands. Well, we've now reached the last of the Simps of Nobunaga. Let's see what we're working with here. An ice puzzle. Okay, so let me get this straight. While we're fighting, I also have to calculate where my Pokemon will be sliding to while fighting. Wow, this is everything I've ever hoped for. Now, while I could take the straightforward option and just go fight them in the ice maze for hours upon hours, a wise man once said to me, if you can't beat them, hide in the back like a little kid that got lost in Walmart and all he wants is his mommy. And that's what I did. I call the strategy, we sit in the back of the map and make them come to us, so that way we can move around freely and not get touched. Because I'm not going to sit here for like hours and try to learn ice physics.
Ice physics just mean you can't move. That's it. Or you slip. That's
yeah,
it. That's
slip.
just the only
I'm not going to try to figure out that puzzle piece on how I need to get my certain character where. You gotta sit back and be like, yes, ma'am. He's dead. I won. Is the game over with? Can I start editing this video now? Spend hours of my life editing? And then like one night make Philip stay up till like 12 a.m.? Now, upon contrary belief, we've just reached the princess, and half my team is still unevolved. You know what else is also unevolved? Me, because apparently I can evolve again. How? I still don't know. And what the hell is 2 Heroes of Ransei? Anyways, it's time to challenge the princess to one final duel, and I died. Okay, let's try that again, and I died again. Then we have one of two options. We can either grind for 30 minutes just to lose to gain a few XP, or we could grind for hours upon hours for a few XP. I chose to sit through 30 minutes of losing just to gain a few XP. To this day, I sit there and still have vivid dreams of Zekrom coming and taking out my entire team with one hit after another. And this is what happened. I kept losing and losing until something magical happened. Put you in his face. Psycho cut, good. Warrior, rally. Let's put a pinch on him. I think I won, so hopefully.
You won?
I think I am. It's going down to like the last turn, probably. You were a bitch! Oh my god. Oh, I lost. Ugh. Wait, this is 65? Please hit, just like one time hit him. Oh my lord, the plot armor finally broke. Oh my lord. 8 damage, really?
Not gonna hold back.
Please. This should kill, please. Just kill. Kill. Yes! Oh, Lord, bro. Rock Rector missed like 4 times. Okay, so we're not done yet. If you've been paying attention throughout this game, at least towards the end, you'd notice that the map's shaped like Arceus. And wouldn't it be convenient that we would magically just have to face Arceus? It's Arceus! Oh
my god.
Zato won. Link with me. Okay. Huh. Isn't that just weird? With this whole Arceus thing going on, I started asking some questions to myself. Well, if this game's based before Pokemon Legends Arceus, then that means that this was also before Pokemon Black and White 2. But that raises the question, why can you fight Reshiram and Zekrom before the events of Black and White 2 separated? In the lore, it says that Reshiram and Zekrom weren't separated until a couple 100 years before the events of Black and White 2. Pokemon Conquest takes place almost 1,000 years before Black and White. So does that mean everything Team Galactic did was pointless in Black and White and Black and White 2 because the legendary dragon never existed to begin with? But this only makes me have more questions, like which game is this predecessing? Is it predecessing Legends Arceus, which came right after it canonically? But you can fight Reshiram and Zekrom in this game, and Pokemon Black and White did make its debut a year before Pokemon Conquest came out, so that would check out. But what about Pokemon X and Y, which came out a few years after this game's release, and its whole point of existing is about the Pokemon War? And if that's the case, doesn't that mean Xerneas and Yveltal and AZ are just out there chilling somewhere? And if that's the case, that means Xerneas and Yveltal Kanto existed before even the creator of the Pokemon game knew they existed. But that also means that Pokemon Conquest was the first Pokemon game to have a paradox in it, meaning that they did it before Sun and Moon, which means Ultra Necrozma is somewhere, trust me and believe me. Whew, that was a lot. Now, let's get back on topic here. Anyways, we tamed Arceus, but wait, that's not all. Nobunaga and 4 dwarves and a +1 came out of nowhere. And I'll be real, things weren't looking good. But then Arceus happened. So I'm about to do a number of damage, I tell you. This is terrible. This is a dumb idea. I'm doing it. Killed it. Close enough.
That's true.
Omnipotent. Hadouken. I won. Why is this so much easier? It's because I have Arceus. I
Yes.
don't know why I asked for something. And I guess it is the god of gods, so it does make sense, I guess. Well, that's it. We beat Nobunaga. It was a fun ride, remembering all these memories from 10 years ago, but I'm sure there's no more missions for us to go on to. Congratulations, Lady Zato-1, you cleared the story. But many more adventures lie ahead. Son of a...